I never saw my father cry. He was the kind of man who fixed everything: the roof, the car, the silence at dinner. But that morning, something broke that no tool could repair. He sat by the window, his hands trembling around a cold cup of coffee. The sun was rising, but his eyes looked tired, as if the light itself hurt him. And then I heard it, a sound I'd never heard before, a single tear hitting the table. He cried. He didn't say a word, but in that silence, I understood everything. He had lost his job. He had lost his pride. He had lost the shield that made him feel like the man of the house. Don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid to fall. I whispered that line inside my head, even though I didn't know why. Maybe because that's what I needed to hear too. That day, I learned what strength really looks like. It isn't a loud voice. It isn't winning every fight. It's sitting still when the storm hits and allowing yourself to feel. I wanted to tell him, it's okay to cry, but the words stayed inside my throat, so I just sat beside him. We looked at the light moving across the kitchen floor. For the first time, I saw him not as a father, but as a man, human, fragile, real. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. Each echo felt softer, more forgiving. Every repetition built a small bridge between our hearts. We didn't talk, but something inside us healed quietly. Later that week, he found another job, smaller pay, longer hours. But this time, he came home different. He smiled more. He listened. We all break. That's how the light gets in. We all break. That's how the light gets in. Those words stayed with me. They followed me through years of growing, failing, and forgiving myself. I realized that day wasn't about loss. It was about learning a new language of love. Years later, when he grew old and quiet again, I sat by his bed. He couldn't speak much anymore. The world had taken his voice, but left his eyes full of stories. I leaned closer and whispered, "Thank you for teaching me how to be strong. Thank you, thank you." He smiled, barely, but enough. And then I saw it, another tear, just one, falling the same way as before. But this time, it wasn't pain, it was peace. I still hear that moment when I close my eyes, a quiet house, the scent of coffee, the sound of rain against glass. And his words come back to me. We all break. That's how the light gets in. We all break. That's how the light gets in. Sometimes, learning English is not about words. It's about remembering the feeling behind them, the sound of forgiveness, the rhythm of love, the whisper that says, "Don't be afraid to fall. It's okay to cry. The light will find you." When you finish listening to this story, maybe you don't remember every word, but you remember the feeling, the warmth, the silence, the hope. That's where the learning lives, not in your memory, but in your heart.